I was watching some videos today about behavioral economics. There you go. There's a term for you. So basically, it's you got normal economics, which is looking at numbers and crunching numbers and using data like financial figures to figure things out. And then there's behavioral economists, who will look at not just the numbers, but the underlying psychology behind why numbers go to where they go, which is a fascinating field. If you've ever read the book Freakonomics, that's really what we're talking about, behavioral economics, how your behavior affects the economy. And I was watching, it was really fascinating videos that I was watching, and I was doing it in terms of, it was about teamwork and what makes for good teams and for making a psychologically safe environment, which again, I'm a fan of making, especially in the creative industry. You've got to make the environment such that people feel like they can be themselves. And this is all wrapped up into inclusion and the ideas of having diverse environment in and by itself does not give you anything better. It is how the inclusive the people are in that diverse environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have diversity, throw a bunch of people together who've got different backgrounds. If they're not inclusive, that they just kind of they're together, but no one talks to each other because they're all kind of confused by each other and they're all standoffish. Then that's obviously not helpful to the environment. It is a matter of whether they're inclusive to each other or not. Like curious. The good line was, people that you meet are boring if you're not curious enough, right? So the way to cure somebody else being a boring person is get curious about what the things that they're interested in or what the kind of people that they are. There you go. You solve them being. It's not that they're not interesting. It's just you're not curious enough. Anyways, so I'm going to wrap that behavioral economics into a current political. I'm going to go political again. Because again, I want the Democrats to put up a real challenger so we can have some kind of actual choice. Right now, what I hear from all the Democratic candidates is, I'm going to give away more stuff than the other Democratic guy's going to give away. Well, I'm going to give away free medicine. Well, I'm going to give away entire free healthcare. Well, I'm going to give away free college. Look, we can take our kids to jiu-jitsu. And at the jiu-jitsu place, there's a refrigerator that has bottled water in there. And the guy, our coach, is a great coach. He's a super nice guy. He stocks that full of water just in case people forget to bring their bottle. What happens is when people, and he just gives them away free, doesn't charge. Most of the places would charge you, a couple bucks or $1 for a bottle of water, but he doesn't charge anything. Just take when you need it. What you end up happening in a situation like this, you've probably been there before, right? You get a whole bunch of opened 2-sips bottles that have been opened and not fully drank, right? And they're just littered around the place before the end of the day because it's been given away for free, and the value therefore doesn't, like, the kids' minds and in people's minds is, well, I didn't pay for it, so it's not so important that I finish it all the way down. Obviously, bring your own damn water bottle, or pay for it, because otherwise you've given it no value, and so then you end up with a whole bunch of half-used, half-empty, but half-full cold bottles of bottled water that don't get used up, right? Because they don't care, because they don't put value into it. This is what happened. In my humble opinion, this is what's going to happen to a college education. You think you're doing something good because you're giving away education to people, but the people who are going to take advantage of that, a fair amount of them, are not going to value the education. So they're not going to put their full effort in because I get to hang out for free for 4 years. And the value of a college education for everyone who's got a college education, including the ones who have worked hard to get it, is going to be diminished because there are going to be so many college degrees out there that the value of them all goes down. Just like trading cards. Once again, if everyone's got one, if everyone's got a copy of that, baseball card, it doesn't have value. It's only valuable if it's rare. I get people I completely agree that the cost of college is too high. I don't think making it free is the answer. I think the answer is bringing down the cost of colleges by not making it a given that you're going to get a college loan. And I say this as a guy who's got a kid in college. So there you go. There's your behavioral economics and the cycle of giving away things for free. The free water bottle. Don't fall for it. Gosh, I really want the Democrats to put up somebody who's not going to be just trying to do what looks like a reverse auction where they're just giving things away to as the person who can give away the most things is the guy they're going to put on the ticket. That's a dumb idea. It's not economically reasonable or feasible. It's not what voters want. So stop it. Find somebody who's not going to be that way. So find someone who's going to be economically sound. I'm, again, a person with liberal social values. So I don't want to be tied to a part of the Republican Party where I feel like they're not so, they don't necessarily match me up socially. But I think the economics, in my mind, are still a bigger deal. The economics in the war, because I've got kids who are of age that where war really bothered them, and the whole family's going to be affected by a poor economy. All right, rant over. Help me out here, Democrats. Get somebody on the ticket that's going to put up a real fight. Cheers.